Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. This is Game 3 against the Padres. Kind of the return trip from their 4-game series at their place. Now they're here in ours. Have won the first 2 games. This is the one where the Padres beat us out there. Took them 15 innings to do it, but they have a win over us. Something not a lot of teams can say. Of course, we haven't played a wide variety of teams, but so far, only the Reds and the Padres can claim a win over us. And I guess even if they win today, that won't change, although they'll be the first to claim multiple wins over us. So still no off day. I won't have another off day till the 5th. So coming up, Gil on the mound today. All right, here is Kevin Kuzminoff. Starts off with the pitch out of the zone, and this one catches the inside corner. 1-1. Pitch catches the outside corner, 1-2. Curveball gets a swing and a miss for the first out of the game. Here is Jody Garrett. And he will look at strike 1. Sinker misses. There's a fastball at the knees for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the game. Here's Adrian Gonzalez. He'll take a strike. Only 1 home run in April for Gonzalez. A little surprising there. No, I guess, he's still got this game to go, so we'll see if maybe he can lift one out of here. Not in this at-bat. Well, that one's going to be hooked foul, so I guess I can't say that yet. He's got a 1-2 count. Fouls this one back as well. Still 1-2. 2 away, nobody on base. There's this one's popped fair. Gil over by the first baseline. Probably should have been Terry's ball, but gets caught all the same. So 1-2-3 start for the Padres. They have their normal lineup out in the game. Mahome on the mound. We will have Kester coming to the plate right now. Here we go.
Kester, second baseman.
I'm dying for some floss right now, driving me crazy. Got something stuck in my molars. All right, Kester's got a 2-1 count after that swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss will make it 2-2. That's going to be a line drive into left center field for a leadoff single. Here is Marvin. He will bat right-handed. He looks at a fastball on the outside corner. Fouls this one away over by the dugout to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that'll bring Chief to the plate. 1 on with 1 out. First pitch a bit outside. Oh, this one gets away, bounces under, through the 5-hole barred. Lets Kester get to second, and Chief with the 2-0 count. There's a called strike. And fastball too low. It's a 3-1 count. Will Mahome just walk him? No, he grooves in a fastball. Maybe he should have walked him. Chief puts it into right field, and Kester will come around to score. Squirrels with the early 1-0 lead and may not be done yet. Terry at the plate with the runner on first and 1 out. Terry puts this one deep into right field. And it will get over the fence for his 11th home run here in April. 383-foot shot, and the Squirrels now up 3-0. Here is Frank. Base is now empty. Still just the one out. He will take a curveball for strike one. Looks at strike two. Popped up. Bard is waiting for it in foul ground, and that will be the second out of the inning. So here is Tom. He will look at a strike. That change up a bit inside. Up and in. It's a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. Called strike three, and that will end the first inning. The Squirrels, though, start off with a 3-0 lead as we go into the second inning. The Padres will start off with Jim Edmonds at the plate. Do you think it was Edmonds that had a good day yesterday before he got lifted for a pinch hitter? Hits this one right back to Gill for the first out of the inning. So here's Austin Kearns. I believe he also had a hit or two yesterday. Might even had an RBI. So sometimes the games run together a little bit, especially when you've got all the youth sports and going to the Purdue baseball games. It's hard to keep it all straight. Kearns becomes the Padres' first base runner. Got that ball through the right side of the infield. Josh Bard starts off with a strike on a fastball. That one too high, and he does not chase it. Slider gets put towards second. Kester grabs it on the fly. Would have been better to short hop that one, actually, but that's all right. Rotino at the plate spins away from that pitch by his feet and swings and misses to make it a 1-1 count. Runner on first with 2 outs. This is going to be down into center field. Got over Joey's head. Runner on to third, and he will be thrown out. Austin Kearns with a poor decision, though I will admit the play was closer than I thought it'd be. I thought he was going to be thrown out comfortably, but he is thrown out all the same. 3-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom of the second, where Zach will lead it off. Starts off with a fastball for a strike. Another swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Called strike three. One down. Here is Joey. He will put a line drive foul down the left field side. Line drive right to Gonzalez for the second out of the inning. So here is Gill. He does have a hit now, I think. Is it Jonathan that still doesn't have one? Graves may not have one either. I can't remember for sure. Guess we'll find out here in a couple days. Gill with a 2-1 count. That curveball doesn't make it back to the plate. 3-1. Ground ball towards short. Kuzman off to first, and that will end the inning. Squirrels still leading 3-0 as we go into the third. Calix Crab will lead it off for San Diego.
Number 27, Calix Crab, second baseman.
He takes the first pitch and lines it into left field for a leadoff single. Here's Mahomes, see if he bunts him over. That's probably what I would do. Looks at strike one. Looks like he's going to swing away. Looks at strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away. Here is Kuzminoff. He struck out in his first idea. One of 3 Padres to strike out the first time through the order. He's got an 0-2 count at the moment. Ground ball to short. He will toss to Kester. Kester on to first for a pretty easy 6-4-3 double play. It was a pretty sharply hit ball, and Kester was playing close to the bag, so that was pretty well tailor-made, all said and done. Squirrels leading 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Kester will also lead things off. Kester got a hit and scored his first time up. Scored on an RBI out of Chief. It's got a 0-2 count at the moment. He will look at a ball. Mahome also with 3 strikeouts the first time through the Squirrels lineup. And he picks up another one here as Kester looks at a curveball. So that'll bring up Marvin, who did strike out in his first at-bat. Looks at a strike to open this one. Fly ball into right. Kearns drifting over towards the line, and he will make the catch. 2 away. Chief with an RBI base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And that one a bit too high. Line drive, but right to Crab, and that will end the inning. So still a 3-0 lead. Both teams with 3 hits, but the Squirrels have actually turned that into 3 runs. The Padres haven't cashed one in just yet. Jody Garrett at the plate, struck out in his first at-bat, and he'll look at a strike here. Curveball bounces in. That sinker didn't quite catch the corner. 2-1. That one's inside. 3-1. Called strike. Make it a full count. And a line drive towards second where Kester will make the play. So here's Adrian Gonzalez. He flew out near first base in his first at-bat. Puts this one over Kester's head. That'll be a base hit, his first of the day. 1 on with 1 out. Jim Edmonds. Ground out, I think back to Gill, if I remember right, in his first at-bat. Watches that curveball break outside and then hits this one foul towards first. 1-1. 1 on, 1 out. Curveball to the outside corner for strike 2. Tries that pitch again. Edmonds doesn't like the call. I don't blame him, but it is going to be the second out of the inning. Austin Kearns gets his second hit in as many tries on the first pitch, puts it right into center field. So 2 runners on board for Josh Bard. There are 2 outs, though. First pitch is called a strike. A fastball to the inside corner. Curveball gets a swing and a miss. And then a ground ball to Kester. Thought for a second it might get through, but wasn't hit hard enough. So that ends the inning. Padres now out-hitting the Squirrels, but the Squirrels ahead 3-0 in the runs column, which is the one that matters. Brings Terry to the plate. Had a 2 RBI home run in his first at-bat. Got him up to 40 RBIs already. And like I said, we're still in... This is the last game of April. You know, this isn't an all-star year. I don't know what is. Hitting over 500 double-digit home runs and 40 RBIs, and we're still in the first month of the season. He strikes out in that at-bat, though, so we will go to Frank, who fouled out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here's Tom. He struck out in his first at-bat. Called strike over the inside corner. That one tried to be outside corner, but he missed the plate. That curveball does not make it back to the plate either. That'll make it a 2-1 count. There's a called strike to make it 2-2. Hits this one into center field. Edmonds coming in, now waits for it, and makes the grab. So we'll move into the 5th inning. Still a 3-0 lead. The Squirrels have actually not even gotten a hit since that first inning. But the pitching shutting out the Padres for the moment. Rotino at the plate now to try to at least start to change that. We'll take strike 1. A fastball down in the dirt. Curveball in there for strike 2. Sinker down in the dirt. 2-2. Called strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Calix Crab got a base hit in his first at-bat. Pretty sure only took him 1 pitch to do it as well. He does look at a pitch here for ball 1. Curveball in there for strike 1. Looks at a fastball for strike 2. Curveball gets a pop-up towards the third base line. Gill walks over and gets the grab. And we're jogged over, I guess. But either way, it's the second out of the inning. So here is Paul Mahone at the plate again. I still believe he should have bunted the runner over in his first at-bat, but there's no runner to bunt over in this at-bat. Does have a 2-0 count to start off. Make it 3-0. So he just might become the base runner of this inning. Swings and misses at a curveball on 3-0. Guess you get to do whatever you want at the plate when you're a pitcher. Looks at strike 2. It's a full count with 2 outs, but nobody on base. And he will get a base hit into right field. So the pitcher keeps the inning alive. Kevin Kuzminoff has struck out and hit into a double play. Only 2 strikeouts for Gill the second time through the order. Kuzminoff with a 1-1 count. That pitch is a bit low. There's a called strike. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom half of the inning. The Squirrels will start off with Zach at the plate. First pitch to Zach is a curveball for a strike. A changeup for a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball for strike 3. 1 down. Here is Joey. He will look at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mahone up to 8 strikeouts now. Gill at the plate, ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to Kuzminoff, and it goes through his legs. The second error he's made against us, and I think both in this series, if I remember right. So Kester at the plate then takes a strike. He's got 1 on with 2 outs, and he is behind on that fastball. 0-2. Hits a line drive right past the third base coach. Still 0-2. There's a ball. Line drive foul again. Still 1-2. A high hop towards second. Crab waits for it, gets it to first, and that will end the 5th inning. We go into the 6th, still a 3-0 ball game. Jody Garrett will start off for the Padres to try to change that.
Number 33, Jody Garrett.
Garrett 0 for 2, a strikeout and a line out to a second, I think. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here is Adrian Gonzalez. He is 1 for 2 today. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Swings and misses at that pitch. Curveball gets a swing and a miss. And that curveball bounces in, but Gonzalez chases it for the second out of the inning. So here is Jim Edmonds. He is 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout. Looks at strike 1 here. Puts this one into right field. Zach waiting for it. And that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Marvin is going to lead it off for the Squirrels, who still lead 3-0. Marvin 0 for 2. Though batting from the right side, maybe we shouldn't be surprised. Mahomes has shut the Squirrels down after the first 4 batters of the game. Marvin fouls this away. Bard gets back and makes the catch. 1 down. Here is Chief. He's 1 for 2. Looks at strike 1. This one a bit inside. Makes it 1-1. Hits this one foul down the third base line. 1-2. This pitch up and away. Fouled away. Makes it 2-2. Broken bat on a ground ball to third. Rotino handles that no problem. 2 down. Here is Terry. Home run and a strikeout. Looks at a ball. That pitch too low. Makes it 2-0. Curveball down and away. That'll make it 3-0. That pitch catches the outside corner to make it 3-1. Right down the middle. A full count, 2 outs, nobody on base. Ground ball right to Gonzalez, and that will end the inning. So we go to the 7th. Austin Kearns is going to lead things off for the Padres, and still a 3-0 game. Though we will change pitchers. Gill has given us 6 excellent innings, so that's all we will ask of him. Terry made that last out, so Sweeney will go in to play first.
Your attention, please. Now ready hit for Indianapolis. Number 76, Gonzalez.
Kearns is 2 for 2 today. Gonzalez starts him off with a splitter that gets a swing and a miss. Pops this one up foul. Tom waiting for it near the umpire, and he does make the catch. 1 away, Josh Bard. He is 0 for 2 today. Puts this into center field, and that will fall in for a base hit. 1 on with 1 out. Rotino 1 for 2 today. He's got that average up over 200 now. Swings and misses at a high fastball. Cutter gets a ground ball to second. Kester tosses to Joey. On to first. Oh, and Sweeney drops it. Would have been a double play, but instead, I don't know if it'll actually go down as an error. We'll have to see after this inning. But Crab has a 1-1 count. I do believe he is also 1 for 2 on the day. So they check over on first. It's a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. The Squirrels leading 3-0, and they will start off with Frank at the plate after the break.
Now, please rise and join the singing.
So here is Frank. Mahomes still on the mound, which, like I said, after the first 4 batters, he's given up nothing. Just unfortunately, those first 4 batters had a base hit, an RBI single, and a home run. Garrett goes over to get that fly ball into left. That's the first out of the inning. So here is Tom. He will look at a ball. Down and away. 2-0. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Ground ball up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. So 1 on with 1 out for Zach, who has struck out in both at-bats so far today. So he's a quarter of Mahomes' strikeouts on the day. Fouls this one away. That will make it a 0-2 count. Line drive to Rotino. Makes a pretty good play on it. Second out of the inning. So you get to see it again. So runner on first with 2 outs for Joey, who is also 0 for 2 today. Backdoor curveball does not make it as Mahomes starts to get tired out there. Changeup out of the zone as well. There's a called strike, 2-1. Another called strike, 2-2. Line drive again to Rotino, but this one gets through, so not exactly to him, I suppose. Sweeney at the plate, his first at-bat today, I'm fairly certain. Swings and misses at a fastball. And watches that one down in the dirt. 2 on with 2 outs. He will ground to second. Crab goes to first, and that will end the inning. We move in the 8th inning. 3-0 Squirrels. Padres have the pitcher spot due up first. It looks like Sweeney dropping the ball was counted as an error, which it probably should have been. So Mahomes going to exit the game. He was getting tired, and I mean, like I said, was very effective. At the moment, it's Joey Gathright. We're going to go get Hermida and put him into Joey's spot, which will bring Phil into the game. Let's switch up that middle infield.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch from Indianapolis, number 17, Hermida.
All right, Joey Gathright does stay in to hit. He will start off with a swing and a miss on a curveball. Fastball in there for a strike. And this fastball ground to third. Chief on over to first. 1 down. So here's Kevin Kuzminoff. He is 0 for 3. A couple strikeouts and a double play. It's a rough day at the office. It's got a 1-1 count at the moment. Ground ball to Sweeney. He will step on the bag for the second out. So here's Jody Garrett. He is 0 for 3. A couple strikeouts and a line out. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2. Behind on that fastball for strike 3, and that will end the top of the 8th. So we go to the bottom half of the inning. Kester's going to lead it off for the Squirrels, who still lead 3-0. Gregorio is going to come into pitch. Gathright goes out of the game. Tony Clark comes into play second. I guess Crab also comes out of the game, and Adrian Gonzalez slides over to second base. All right, Kester starts off with a strike. Grounds this one right to Rotino at third. Well, 1 down. Here is Marvin. He is going to continue batting right-handed. That pitch down and in. Curveball on the outer side corner, backdoor curve. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Called strike 3 on a fastball. 2 down. Here is Chief. 1 for 3 so far today. Looks at a strike. Ground ball right to Kuzminoff. He does catch this one. That is the end of the inning, actually. So we go to the 9th. Adrian Gonzalez is due up for the Padres. They're going to need 3 runs to stay alive. Shibuya up to, I forget how many saves. Chief made that last out. Let's get a little creative here. We're going to put Gonzalez in. Let Sweeney play third. We'll let Tom play first and put Martinez behind the mound. Or behind the plate, rather. Shibuya, I believe, up to 9 saves on the year. Don't think he's hit 10 yet. I think this would be it. Gonzalez 1 for 3 so far. That fastball stays low. This one is high. Ground ball to second. Phil on to first. 1 away. Here is Jim Edmonds. He is 0 for 3 today. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Line drive into left field, and that will be a base hit. Austin Kearns is 2 for 3. Did foul out in his last at bat. 1 on, 1 out, and that fastball stays low. Goes with the changeup and gets a swing and a miss. Say check over on Edmonds. A pitch floated high. Breaking ball in the zone. It's a ground ball to third. Will Phil get it there in time? He will. And game ending 5-4-3 double play. Your final score today, San Diego Padres 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 3. Yep, after the first inning, you basically could have just turned this game off. The Squirrels would not get another hit in this game. Would not get another base runner in this game, as a matter of fact. Well, no, that's not true. They did get a couple hits, but no runs. Padres did out-hit the Squirrels today, but just could not manage to cash anything in. All right, Chief's going to be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Other than that, we'll finish up with the Padres tomorrow. We'll see you then.